Hello viewers, welcome to the Dime Investor channel. Today I want to talk about a new idea which is spin-off. So when a parent company split and produce a new company, so parent's company most of the time holding a part of the stock and introduce a completely new company, form a new company with maybe with a different company merging with that one or completely outside. So this is called a spin-off. Spin-off is one of the best opportunity in the market for every time, now, before, even for the future. So in this video I'm going to explain this term, what is spin-off, what is the opportunity. I'm a new investor in the market. I'm trying to learning every single day. What I'm learning, I'm bringing those things for you guys. So from all the market noise, maybe you can screen the most of the which is not like reliable or which is like not useful, and you can take what I find it out from the market. I'm still learning every single day. If you're interested to learn about stock market and new things, I think it will be very helpful for today, the discussion I'm going to forward. So let's go dive in about the spin-off, what not I am saying, what I learned from the very old and successful value investor like Peter Lynch and Manish Power. Let's go dive in. So at the beginning, I'm talking about some article which is about the Manish Power. So he's one of the legendary investor whose return is really very good. So I'm explaining here in one article what Manish Power say about the spin-off. So Manish Power, who is actually a founder of Power Fund. I want to give a description about the Power, so you know who is he and why I am following him, why I'm explaining these things to you. Because if you don't know the Power, you maybe don't know why I am following him. His return from the last more than like 15 years was really extremely well. Like compare, not like Warren Buffett, you can say he's like Indian Warren Buffett. So you can go forward, and also not only him, I also took a reference from the Peter Lynch. If you know, if you read the book Peter Lynch, Beating the Street and One Up the Wall Street, he's another legendary investor. So they're both interested and also explain about the spin-off. So let's see in this screenshot what Power said. I don't want to read all of those information, just few of the note point I want to include in here. So okay, I'm not going into the Power Fund. He's a legendary investor. So if you check, actually, especially from annual returns, he have done quite well here, and his articles been published in too many places. So I'm not going all of this. So I'm just want to explain you about what Power say about the spin-off. Yeah, what he's thinking about the spin-off. So what I am learning from him, I'm sharing these things to you. So maybe this research and studying lots of hours and following lots of articles and things, maybe I can bring some value to you guys who really want to understand, who just don't like to just make something entertaining and clickbaiting and you're watching my video. I don't want that. I want to give you some content, value content, and you can at least end of the day, if you watch my video 5 minutes, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you'll find some value information in it. So that's my focus, that's my goal. So let's dive in. So Power writes here, too often shareholders shrug off spin-offs and sell the spin-off share promptly upon receipt. Institutional investor in particular sell spin-off shares because they are either not allowed to own it, and because below a certain market cap, because the fund have a limitation, they can't hold all the stocks in their portfolio because they need to have some follow sets and rules. So most of the time when they get it, they sell it off. So what happened that time? So they simply don't understand the new span of our business. This leaves money on the table and creates selling pressure in the first few quarters after the spin-off. It is therefore a good idea to invest in spin-off after they have been around for a few quarters. So the purpose of Power article is actually he have different fund for this kind of spin-off. So what he does, he have a portfolio include all this kind of spin-off, which is like a very good deal. That's how he made a huge return from his investment. So let's see if I can learn something from him and I can utilize it for my portfolio. The purpose of Power article was to determine if spin-off still outperform or no. He writes, we decided to backtest how the spin-off have performed since Greenbelt, and so is a big information here. I'm just going what he find out. He point out few rules. He set few rules, like 7 rules, not 7 rules, like quite few rules, and he followed these things like a checkpoint. So if this all criteria, this spin-off checked, so he invest on those stock. So I'm not going all in detail. If you like, you can take a screenshot and read them, but I just want to go a little bit, touch some important few points there. So the spin-off portfolio only add a spin-off that has 70% of their float in the market. Partial spin-off were not included. Okay, price to sell is less than 3, so you know your entry point, which stock you're buying and in which point. A minimum market cap should be 100 mm. If the spin-off company is less than 5 years old, then it can be only be included if its parent company has a credit rating equal like BB, like how the parent company doing. So you can have a bit like idea how they're gonna perform in the future. And if you read lots of books like Snowball, Warren Buffett, and Peter Lynch, Up of the Wall Street and Beating the Street, or Intelligent Investor, or Robert Kiyosaki's Good Dad, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and you also hear about this Moody's guide. I think you know about it. If you know, there's also, if you look for information, the Moody's guide also refer about these things. And the truth is, in terms of mechanics, the spin-off portfolio bought youngest 5 spin-off 20% of the portfolio in each name, and starting with 2000. Okay, I write down what's this and that. Okay, I go to the next slide so you can see what's the return actually he got end of the day. So youngest 5 spin-off 20% portfolio, which one he invested in, and this and that. Okay, so from 2000 November 15 to 2017, Manish Power portfolio, the spin-off he invested in, total cumulative return of 789.2% he made, versus the S&P 500 return was only 146%. So since this 17 year when he did this spin-off portfolio, and the return was more than 700, so he didn't make his money 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. He made it like 7 times, near about 8 times his money. So you understand that how much he did in 7 years, nearly 8 times he made his money increased by the value. I'm not saying that you can do it every single time, but you can see the opportunity is there if you want, if you know what you're picking and why you're picking and which one to pick. And he also in this screenshot I also mentioned which things he's checking to pick those stocks. So this is the Power, and let's go what Peter Lynch say about this one. Okay, so if you check the next slide, I go through this article what Peter Lynch talk about this theme about the spin-off. He discussed about lots of things about the spin-off. One of the spin-off he mentioned in this one, which is one of the top one was the top of the world, like it is the best spin-off of the century, which was At&T spin-off. AT&T as a mother company was not done very well. Everybody knows it's a dividend aristocrat. That's why I also have the AT&T stocks, because they pay good amount of dividend for quite long years. As a dividend investor, I invested on AT&T, but as a parent company, their performance are not well. They took lots of wrong decisions, but I think at the moment management realized what the mistake they have done, so they sell off already their direct TV, and not only that, they're also selling out their HBO and HBO Plus, HBO Max, all those things, and two different spin-off coming out from AT&T. So they're reducing their debt, and they're also going to reduce their dividend. I'm happy with that, because I think the company performance is going to be better in the future if they does this one, and they're in a huge debt. They're going to pay off lots of debt, I think. And plus I'm going to hold a good new company which is going to be spin out from the AT&T, which will be embedded within Discovery company. They were going to open a new company, 70% from AT&T, which is HBO, and 30% from the Discovery. They're going to joint venture and going to build a new company, which is going to be launched very soon next year. So if you look at the history, the spin-off coming out from AT&T was one of the best spin-off on the market. So if you check in the Peter Lynch book, he wrote about this one, like the greatest spin-off of all were the baby bell companies that were created in the breakup of AT&T, which is Amatec, Bell Atlantic, Bell South, Pacific Telsis, Southwestern Bell, and few others. Yeah. So, and those newly created companies was 114% from November 1983 to October 1988. So 83 to 88, not too long. It's like 5 year-ish. Yeah, and this 5 year-ish, they made like 114% gain. And add in dividend and total return is more likely 107%. You likely nearly like more than double your money. And if you're holding the stock, like if you're holding the parent stock, what I'm doing now, I'm buying the parent stock, so I'm gonna get the spin-off like a free. So, and if the spin-off price gonna go down, and after a few quarters I'm gonna load it up more, so, and the return will be, I guess, like gonna be very, very good for me. It's completely my opinion about what I'm doing about the AT&T, because there's few reasons I'm doing this one. Why? Spin-off is a good deal, and I can see maybe I'm gonna have another very big opportunity to invest in a spin-off, which gonna be maybe a very big investment, because streaming is growing very nicely. So Discovery, Disney is one of the best streaming service, definitely Netflix as well. So if HBO and Discovery join together, there will be huge content in their platform, so I think they're gonna do better in the future, and I'm getting it completely free. So if you check this one, what the Peter Lynch said in this screenshot, you're gonna see like he talk about the return of the AT&T spin-off. So you can see here it's 114% I mentioned, 117%, and if you put like in a very simple way, I will just say what he write down to here. Once liberated, these 7 regional companies were able to increase their earning, cut their cost, and enjoy higher profits, and they got all the local and regional telephone business, the yellow pages, along with 50 cents for every £1 generated by AT&T, which is really, really extreme. I try to explain these things very simple way. I don't know how much you understand about this spin-off, so it is very simple things. I try to make it simpler in a layman term. If you enjoy and like the video, if you like to see this kind of content, and if you want to see more new videos, I'm gonna make another video about the AT&T, why I am buying this. I'm gonna give a bit more explanation actually about the price point and what I'm holding, how I'm getting in, what my planning is. Just keep following me, and don't forget to like this video and do subscribe, leave a comment. I really appreciate your time being with me. Thank you very much for today. See you again with the next video. Thank you. Bye.